So I just want to share a couple of examples of how, in the past few weeks and months, that a few stories that explain, some power of mindset over physical performance. First one, probably just recently on the weekend, one of my clients did a full 1 minute PB over 5Ks. Now, she had a few months out in injury, and having not had that training consistency, behind her for months, would have thought that would have been way well behind in terms of times and that sort of thing. She's only been running back for 3 weeks now, and it was only, I think, 2 weeks ago, we went for a run on the weekend, and we she pulled up and stopped, and again was clenching at her calf and upset of all sorts because this injury kept coming back in, and she said, my calf again, I'm ready to give this up. This is, I'm sick of this, and it's very frustrating with injuries. And I sort of said, well, that's, I could tell that there was some other things that possibly bothering, and so we sat down and we had a look at some of the mindset things that we were thinking of, and I could identify that there was some fear in there. So that's when this sort of thing comes in, when as humans we want to move. Everyone's sort of moving towards towards their larger goals, and I think the difference between progressing and just living in happiness and being appreciating what we're doing in the moment and enjoying what we're doing, as opposed to coming against those brick walls, it's just a bit of fear. So what we did was get out a piece of paper, and I said, right, what are you scared of? Let's write down everything that's going through your head about this injury, about running, and all those sorts of things. And and I've done this myself recently as well. And some of the things that came out were, I'll lose. X person will beat me. Other possible realities that might come in to play for people are, maybe, if I'm out there training all the time, I won't have enough energy for work or family, all these sorts of little things that might be a part. So it comes back to your life balance. Maybe I'm not feeling comfortable financially and those sorts of things. So there's lots of different areas that that your sport has to be. You have to be sweet upstairs for to keep going. So we jotted those couple of things down, and that was a good little expression session. And then we sort of then replaced those with some understanding of confidence, and some confident things that we could replace that with, like understanding the reasons why we're doing it, and I think that takes us away from the fear and then puts us back into feeling faith in what we're doing, and that's when we can get that progression. And some of the things that we worked on was that some things that she is strong, and it was about releasing that fear and growing and pushing into that next phase. With myself also recently did the same thing, and just reiterating that our challenges are, they're about personal growth, new learning and stimulation, moving forward with new experiences and meeting new people, new energy, and getting back into moving into life. So what ended up happening was 2 weeks later, she goes out, and just having dealt with some of that stuff, did a 3K time trial on the Tuesday and knocked 50 seconds off her best time, and then on the Saturday went out there and took a full minute off her time on 5K. So I think just that little example there is just, and she said it herself, she was running without fear, without the things that could hold, that potentially hold us back, and on the day was able to produce her own personal best effort. You know, it was an absolute 100%. That's what she could do on the day because there was no fear.